Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in today's episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a hypnosis session designed to change how you feel about alcohol. And a lot of people at this time of year are doing things like dry January, or they've set resolutions to reduce the amount of alcohol that they consume, all of which I think is very, very useful and empowering if you want to have better health and not be dependent or feel a compulsion towards alcohol. This particular client that I was working with could remember in their past a great relationship with alcohol, and they had certain things. They would always drink in moderation. They had this rule that they would never drink more than 3 in any one, sitting. They would also have this element of not drinking alone. It was always a social or celebratory kind of thing. So they had some really good, healthy boundaries so that when they did drink, it didn't become a problem. But throughout COVID, that relationship changed. They had more drinking at home because they couldn't drink out of the house. And they went through some tough moments in their life, such as bereavements and things like that, which led alcohol to be a crutch. It was a coping mechanism. So they wanted to do 2 key things. One, have no real craving or desire for alcohol, but if they were to drink it with this take it or leave it approach, that they would, have this element of drinking in moderation or, limiting it to 3. But fundamentally, what they wanted to do is all the memories that were good memories that involved alcohol, they wanted to not consider them good because of the alcohol, but good despite the alcohol. And there was a couple of movie references that kind of popped into my head. One came from the client, which was they made a reference to the children's movie Frozen, where the sister has any memory of her sister having magic just erased from her memory. And there's also a very good movie called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's one of the few non-comedic memories featuring Jim Carrey, and I think Kate Winslet in that as well. And the premise is that, all of your memories of an ex disappear. And I think in terms of metaphors, that's a great metaphor. So you're actually going to hear this, that actually the memories of alcohol suddenly change, that the alcohol references become less significant, or it's what's called a reframe, that the enjoyment is considered despite the alcohol. And a lot of people will have references, either with themselves or people they know, that actually alcohol can spoil amazing moments. So that reframe has a lot of credibility at its core. If you would like to change your relationship with alcohol, you might find this session helpful. I've also done lots of other ones on alcohol as well. Probably worth sharing this as well. 6 years ago when I turned 40, that was the year that I decided I didn't want to have alcohol in my life going forward. So I'm about 6.5 years alcohol free, because I made the evaluation that alcohol at that point in my life was taking more than it was giving. And I think I made the evaluation in my 20s that it was giving more than it was taking, but that changed as it tends to do. So if you feel that working with me may be helpful for you to change your relationship with alcohol, there will be a link in the show notes where you can schedule that free consultation call on Zoom. For now, though, this session might be all that you need. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, breathing in that slow, calm, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, feel a release, perhaps of tension, maybe stress, and maybe worries. Feel it leave your body in your outward breath, and then breathe in an even deeper feeling of resourceful relaxation. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into calmness. Maybe you imagine a warm wave of relaxation starting at the top of your head, going down your face, releasing any tension in your eyelids, jaw, neck, and shoulders. Feel your body getting deeper and deeper relaxed. Imagine how good it would feel to feel like you're floating in a hot spring full of healthy minerals, soothing and healing your body, rejuvenating your body, but feel it supporting your body. Your arms and legs can feel limp and loose, yet still supported, enabling you to feel even deeper relaxed. There's been places, public places, you felt so tired or relaxed you just drifted off into a daydream, maybe even a nap, and activate that level of relaxation now. Feel that wave of relaxation going down your body, into your chest, even your internal organs, down into your gut. Notice how your breathing just is longer and deeper, but almost happening by itself. There's nothing you need to do. You can just observe as you breathe in and breathe out deeper, taking you more and more relaxed. And just imagine this hot spring of relaxation. Maybe is out in nature, maybe under the sunshine, blue skies, and just feel a sense of complete calm and peace. That's it. I want you to imagine this pool of relaxation is a place conducive to reawakening and rekindling the very best version of you. And as you imagine there bathing in that hot spring, just imagine a giant floating screen, almost like a projector screen, hovering in front of you, just like it's your own private showing. But this isn't showing you a movie. This hovering screen starts to display moments from your life, moments of fun, celebration, connection, important key moments. And maybe some of these moments had alcohol involved in some way. It was consumed, it was there, it was present. And I wonder if you can see these memories coming up maybe for a few seconds, then going away. But when they appear, think of them as clear, vibrant images. But notice something. As you observe these moments of joy, happiness, connection, feel a deep realization that the true joy of these moments didn't come from alcohol. It came from the people, the laughter, the connection, the situations. In fact, these moments were special not because of the alcohol, but despite the alcohol. Alcohol could have ruined these moments, and yet it didn't. And that's because of you and the connections and your character, your values and your personality. You are the common denominator. In order to have moments of connection, it requires you. In order to have moments of fun and laughter, it requires you. You are the missing ingredient. It was never alcohol. I want you to get a sense that sometimes we make false associations. Maybe you can recall a time when you picked up a dog lead just to move it somewhere new. The dog interpreted the sound of the dog leash as a sign to go for a walk. And what you call these false positives, false associations. And as you start to see those memories of the past, realize that just because alcohol was present doesn't mean that was the influential variable. In fact, allow the content on that screen in your mind's eye to shift. Start to notice is that whatever alcohol was in those memories, wine, beer, shots, they start to fade, becoming transparent, as though they were never there. But the smells, the laughter, the connection, the vibrancy, the wonderful moments all remain vivid. And maybe, if alcohol was being consumed, it's now water or soft drinks. Or maybe it's just the alcohol connected to you. Other people are fine to drink, but yours disappears. And feel you're not changing the past. Feel you're seeing the past as it really was. Powerful, joyful, and complete, without any need for alcohol. And if your mind starts to feel that that is just the truth of all those moments, let me know by nodding your head. And maybe you could imagine a gentle golden light, perhaps even sunshine, descending onto the screen. And the light begins to absorb any emotional ties, any beliefs, or any habits that connected you to alcohol. The golden light, the sunshine, is melting away those thoughts and ideas that were never true. It dissolves the thought that alcohol was ever needed for fun, for connection, or for coping. Think of the times of the past, maybe where you saw someone clearly depressed, drinking by themselves in a bar. If alcohol was a solution to the problem, they wouldn't remain depressed. They wouldn't keep returning. Alcohol was never the solution. It was a crutch that didn't lead to healing, a crutch that led to dependency. I want you to get a sense that all of those experiences, perhaps serving alcohol to other people, gives you a unique perspective. You were completely sober in the moment, they weren't. Recall memories of arguments, aggression, pettiness, sadness that were caused by the alcohol, or at least amplified by it. Get a sense that alcohol quite often is like a two-faced friend, smiling in front of you and then being maliciously gossipy behind your back. Promises you good things but causes pain and sadness. And maybe some of those memories start to transform. Some of those moments that involved alcohol feel that they're being enhanced when alcohol wasn't there, and feel neutral when alcohol is, or perhaps worse. Feel that alcohol is becoming irrelevant, insignificant, like a blurry object in the background of a photo. And now allow the screen to show you in the future. Tomorrow is the future. A month from now is the future. A year from now is the future. See yourself being without any desire for alcohol. See that you're smiling just as much, laughing just as much, without needing or wanting alcohol. And you're reminded perhaps of a version of you from the past. A version of you that naturally had control over alcohol. See that future version of you either not wanting it, or if you are consuming it, doing so with moderation. Feel like a truth that you believed in the past is becoming true again. You don't need to drink, but if drinking is to be, then no more than 3. Feeling that inoculates you from overdoing it, as you have a deep realization that nothing good happens when you overdo alcohol. See yourself having fun times without drinking, social moments, moments of deep connection, moments of celebration. But even see yourself coping with difficult times, and just alcohol is not wanted or needed. See yourself on that screen with a deep sense that you have calm immunity to any peer pressure. Some people may be triggered to start thinking about their relationship with alcohol as they see you change yours. They have a vested interest in keeping you where they are, but see yourself immune to any pressure, any tactics. They may buy you a drink like they've forgotten that you're not drinking. See yourself that no matter what approach is used, verbal, behavioral, it doesn't work with you. In fact, it provokes the opposite reaction. The harder people try to get you to drink, the less you want it. See yourself in social situations radiating confidence. Not being neutral, but being more confident than when you had a drink in your hand. Alcohol becomes irrelevant because you can do all the things that you used to think alcohol was giving you without needing it. You can feel relaxed, you can feel calm, you can feel playful and confident without needing or wanting alcohol. Feel that your mind has just taken the outdated belief that alcohol is needed for fun and put it in the recycle bin of your mind. It's not needed anymore. It's not true. It never was. The desire for alcohol is fading like a distant memory, leaving you free and light, as if the weight of that desire never existed. And step into your truth, that you can live your life based on your rules, your standards, your values, with no need to justify or explain your choices. You simply stand firm, strong, and unshakable. And if you do drink, you will do it on your terms, nobody else's. And if you do choose to drink, you'll have a sense that it feels completely natural to stop at 3 or even before, as if your body and mind just knows when to pause, with a sense of certainty. Certain things don't need willpower. I want you to get a sense that sometimes your body just knows. You've had that moment where you slipped or about to fall, and your body knew exactly where to put your foot to stop you falling. Your body knows how to keep you safe, and feel that it will now do that when it comes to alcohol. You simply feel better and more empowered without it. I want you to get a sense that sometimes changing something for a month just gives you a clue that I quite like this. I don't have to stop at the end of the month. I can continue. Treat a period of not drinking at all, not as a challenge, but as a test drive. You're testing out a lifestyle to see just how well it suits you. So let's freeze that belief that alcohol is needed for fun. See it as an image, perhaps, on a pane of ice, like a pane of glass, and then shatter it into a million pieces, freeing you completely. Alcohol isn't needed for fun, confidence, or coping. Shatter those beliefs. And perhaps you could imagine a future occasion where alcohol definitely will be there. But rather than seeing yourself step into that moment, as you feel an unwavering confidence in your choices, feeling no need or desire to drink, but knowing that you can if you want to. But don't be surprised if you don't even want to. And allow yourself to feel proud and energized by your ability to decide what is right for you. Because maybe alcohol was an impediment, a barrier to living your best life. What if it was holding you back? I want you to get a sense that you are free from at least one or two shackles that perhaps have been there for the last 5 years or so. Those shackles were weighing you down, encouraging you to do things that didn't even make sense. And you are free of those shackles now. See the floating screen disappear. Feel that as you leave that hot, relaxing spring, you can return to the present, feeling that memories of the past have changed. You've rekindled the optimal relationship with alcohol, but only on those occasions when you really want it. And that may be fewer in your future than it's been in your past. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Connect fully into the here and now as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, and you will awaken feeling liberated. A new lease of life, making this year your best year ever. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.